Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and honeygirlsworld.com. Today I'm coming to you guys with a little Thirsty Thursday, a chit chat, and a new video. I have not filmed a video, I believe, in over a month. Things have been kind of crazy, life's been fruitful, and we are distance learning here, so it's got us busy on that grind. But I figured I would do a Thirsty Thursday with you guys today and have a little chit chat, let you guys know what I've been up to. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Today I'm coming to you guys with a McCafe caramel latte from McDonald's. I needed coffee. I was out running errands this morning, and so I stopped in and I got that. But if you're interested in hearing what we have going on and what's been happening in my life lately, as well as a little kind of talk about some of the things that I've been doing, then definitely keep on watching. Okay guys, so welcome back. For those of you who are joining me on this Thirsty Thursday, have your drink of choice and you're good to go. Cheers. We're going to go ahead and get chit-chatty. I hope the lighting is okay. I only have my little mini ring light that I got from Walmart, which I said I would do a review on, and I need to do that. My big ring light is in storage right now. If you've been following me a while, you may know that we were renovating our house for a really long time. It seems a couple of months, and things have been kind of crazy. And it's finally done, and we're settling down, and we're getting to the nitty-gritty. So I figured that I could kind of fill you guys in to what I've been doing lately. So I want to go ahead and share with you guys some of the things that I have been doing. I posted on my social media a couple weeks ago that I published my first works, my first thingamabob. And I have been working a while now on creating a vision dream book or a vision book. If you've followed me a while, you may know that I actually do vision board workshops here on island where I'm at, and they've always been successful. But I felt that there was just so much more to it than creating your vision on a poster board with magazines, and a lot of times people just kind of forget them. I like to consider myself a pretty good manifester in itself, but it's not always easy. And so what I started doing over the last year, instead of having your traditional vision board workshop, is I would incorporate a vision book that I started writing and working on, and I would provide those, as well as glue and scissors, and if people wanted to bring magazines they could do that. But I wanted it to be different. I wholeheartedly feel that if you want to have a vision, you need to make sure that you're putting full intention into that. And a lot of times people would, they cut out what they think looks nice from a magazine and they post it on a board, and then that's it. They forget about it until they find it again while they're cleaning their house. So my goal was to have something that would be much more tangible. And let me show you really quick. So my original vision book, which I was providing at workshops, was actually printed myself, and then I would put them on discs. So if you're familiar with the Happy Planner or anything like that, this included a disc bound type system, and it allowed people to really go ahead and input extra pages if they wanted or something along those lines. And the name of my book was Color Your Vision, Plan Your Dreams. So it essentially is a vision book, and I'll try to put a little bit of flip through as I'm talking. It's a vision book that allows you to not just have your vision board, but also really do a number of different things. You can color to unwind, relax, de-stress. You can utilize a number of different things. So I'll show you what my vision board looks like in the book. This is this year's. And if you've been following me a while, you may have watched a previous video where I actually did my vision board in words in my bullet journal, which, by the way, you guys, I have been in a bullet journal all year so far. It is October and I have stuck through it and have been in a bullet journal, and I'm going to do a flip through of that coming soon as well. I'm so proud. I'm in my second bujo for the year, but I stayed with the system, which I'm excited to talk about anyway. But so this is this year's one, and I do have a couple of magazine cutouts, but I was sure that when I did this, I wanted to make sure that I was doing it with intention. I was not just cutting out bits and pieces of something and putting it on a poster board. The problem I had with the poster board as well is that your poster boards, a lot of times when people do vision boards, they do very large size 20 by 30 type poster boards, or maybe a little smaller, like 24 or whatever, 16 by 20, sorry. And that is fine as well, but let's be realistic here. Does it serve its purpose when it's in the corner of your room on a floor somewhere, you know? Ultimately, it's not going to serve its purpose if you take all that time to put together a vision board only to have it put in the corner of your room, stashed away somewhere, or left in a bedroom. So I wanted to create a vision book that allowed you to really just take your vision with you, have it with you at all times, and therefore it would be available, and it would allow you to really manifest your thoughts, your goals, and everything else to be able to do so. So that was my goal in creating this. So there's a lot of different things that go through this book. I have some cutouts that are in pages and so forth that you can be able to do it. And then there are a lot of exercises throughout here, defining your goals, who you are, your why. And it took me a long time to put this together, but I'm excited, and I was able to, like I said, print it myself, bind it with a disc binding system, and then provide it to my people who were attending my workshops, and they really enjoyed it. A lot of people actually said that they enjoyed your traditional vision board workshop where they could cut out magazines, but really they were looking at it from a social aspect, but they really was excited about having the opportunity to put intention into their goals and accomplishing their vision for the year. So, you know, I do vision board workshops 2 times a year. I usually do it at the beginning of the year, so December through February. I will book the beginning of the year vision board workshops, and then I will do one between June and July. Midway through, I find it very important that you refresh your vision boards, and you make sure that you're staying on top of your goals and you have the right intention to do so. So this particular thing, essentially, so here's one of the page spreads. Like I said, I'll do a flip through, was so that it would be somewhat of a planner for you to be able to put intention in your goals, keep up to track with it, and keep going in accomplishing the vision that you set forth. While I enjoyed that system, and excuse me, let me take a sip of my drink. While I truly enjoyed that system, I wanted it to be something very different. I wanted to be able to sell it more than just a downloadable off of my website. I wanted to be able to have more than just a disc binding system, although it works for me because I am a planner girl and I have Tool, Happy Planner, Staple, Arc, all those things. Not everybody is familiar with the system, and it does not work traditionally for everyone. So I decided that it's time for me to really put my mind where it's been for many, many years. And if you guys have been a long time follower of me or know anything about me, you may know that I have been wanting to publish books now for quite a few years. Even before I got into blogging, I've had a few of my poems published over the years, and I've wanted to write small novels as well as children's books. And so I have been keeping up with layouts, with things like that, been keeping up with drafts of things that I've been working on. And I felt that this was the perfect opportunity for me to go ahead and put something I had already written into some form of context. And lo and behold, that's when we come up with the Color Your Vision, Plan Your Dreams planner. Now, this is my proof that they sent to me prior. So give me 1 second. And I had gone through a few different places to try to get it printed for me and get it in published form and then get it posted. So as I stated before, this is the proof that I submitted. And then this is another version of a cover, which I wasn't quite happy with the white here. Sorry about the glare. These are shiny. But the cover will look like this minus the proof copy that we have here on the front. I also wanted to take, normally I print them in black and white, and then to go with the theme of Color Your Vision, you would color your affirmations that are within the book. So for me, I decided instead of making it black and white for the affirmations, that I would actually make them colored. So there are cutout affirmations within the book that you can utilize that are in color. There are 4 pages. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then there are blank pages within the book for you to do your vision board. So it talks about designing your vision board. You have a table of contents. You also have the page on the inside that talks about me, what my plan is for this, and different references or tools that you could use towards accomplishing your vision. The book itself is filled with a lot of coloring pages for you to color and unwind. My goal for that was to definitely do that. And then, like I said, it's 50 pages, which includes blank pages in here for you to write notes, for you to do whatever it is you need to do. But my goal really was to provide you with whatever it is you needed to put intention in manifesting your goals. I have a resource page, and there are several quote pages throughout the book as well that will allow you time to color. There's different resources, websites, different types of inspirational reading, and so forth. And then, you know, it just talks about putting intention in everything you do. You have different goals sections in here. So I have ultimate life goals, home, house, creative, artistic goals, travel, adventure, career, education, financial, money goals, relationship goals. You have health and well-being goals, spiritual goals. The goals for this year, you have personal growth goals, and it talks about having a clear vision for those goals, keeping up with them, understanding who you are, the type of person you are today versus the type of person you are tomorrow. And it just basically talks through it. So you have a number of different pages to allow you to live the life you love. And I was really, really excited to put this together when I created it in disc bound form, but absolutely, absolutely excited to see that it is in print form. Even have my ISBN number here. So I will leave the link down below. If not, those of you that follow my Amazon store, where I put all my favorite products, it's there as well, but it's available for sale through Amazon. It is a soft cover or paperback style workbook style book. Again, it will be printed in color. And so the first page, let me show you. The first page will be printed in color, as well as your affirmations. And another page in here that talks about your vision board will be printed here as well. So I hope you guys love it. It's been, as I stated, a labor of love. And I'm truly excited to share that with you. So as I'm doing the talking, like I said, I'll try to do a flip through. Another thing that I've been working on, as you guys know, I do planner workshops as well. I do a whole bunch of master classes, workshops. I'm hoping this isn't going to be a long video when I try to speed it up. Let me take a sip of my drink. Okay. So I do master classes and workshops on a variety of different things, and one of them is planner things. I love planners. You guys know this. I've been super proud of myself because this year I've been in a bullet journal. I'm currently in a bullet journal in my traveler's notebook right now. I'm back in my black leather traveler's notebooks from Mystic's Little Gifts. I was in my Doki book for a long time because I had an A5 size bullet journal. I'll leave the link down below for that walkthrough, and I will definitely do a walkthrough for the remainder of that bullet journal as well as an updated one. But my goal is that, or my vision this year was to stay in a planner the entire year. And it's been a challenge. There are some days where I decorate, some days I don't, and you know, I was very happy with myself in that it's now October. I have 2 months left of the year, and I've been in my bullet journal consistently. So that's really good. But on another hand, because of that, I really wanted to adapt a few things. And if you've been a long-time follower here, then you know that as a planner girl, I've been creating my own planner inserts and doing a number of different things along those lines. So what I did was I took the planner inserts that I created prior, as well as a lot of different types of productivity tools that I provided for my bullet journal master classes and different planner master classes over the years, and I put them all into the Everything Planner. This thing is huge. It is for the person that wants to get down nitty-gritty and plan their tasks and stay on top of everything that they want. I'm going to be coming out with the Everything Planner mini version. This is also available on Amazon, and you can take a look at the link. I'll have it listed down below. But essentially within this planner, it is a 12-month undated planner. You have 12 months undated as well as weeks undated. The way I set this up was exactly the way that I would like to plan. So even if I had something undated, I don't like the way they traditionally have all the months for an undated planner in the beginning and then all the weeks in the back. So it really is separated with month, weeks, month, weeks. That's how I like to plan, so therefore that's how I created it. This planner has, like I said, a lot of different things for productivity. You have my productivity tips, how to use this planner. It's in its entirety, and different ways of accomplishing your tasks and your goals as you need it. So you have several pages in the beginning that offers that. Then you go into a number of other spaces. I have things that you enjoyed in the previous year, your goals laid out, because I find that very essential when you are master planning for any year, that you make sure you lay out your goals. This will work hand in hand with your vision book should you decide to get both. There are quotes throughout the book as well. You have an area where you can list your mantra of the year. There's also a 2-page spread where you can put your vision board within here. And I just find that it's important, even if your vision is only in words, categorized, or a mind map to discuss what it is you want this year. It's important for you to consistently see it, to therefore manifest your vision. It's important for us all to be a strong manifester in our lives. Again, lots of quotes. You have an area here for reading list, books you want to read or look forward to, books you've read for this year, movies that you've watched or want to watch. I have a section about habits that you'd like to develop, and or get rid of this year if you want. I have a section for social media ideas as well as goals. Then I have a this year section, and this year section looks like this. It is blank. As I stated before, this is an undated planner. However, you have the option to go to my website, honeygirlsworld.com, or go to my shop site, which you can click on a link on my website and it'll take you to where my shop is, and you can get a free printable. This printable will be essentially the same size as this. You can print on sticker paper, regular paper, paste it directly in here as needed. And every year there will be a new printable available to fit this planner. I made it so that there's also a future log. So for me, I am a future log person because I have found that it works consistently well for me, whether I'm in a bullet journal or in a planner. So you have different spaces as well as an area for birthdays and holidays so that you can look at things at a glance for the year. A master task list for the year, and then you go into your month. So we have a month on 2-page spread, which looks like this. Again, it is undated. Each month has its own quote. There are quote pages throughout. There's quotes in the months. There's quotes everywhere. There is a brain dump .grid page per month as well, which allows you to do brain dumps, and there's brain dump pages scattered throughout as well as towards the back of the book. You also have a this month section along with habit trackers and goals. So I set this up this way. This planner is a 7x10. This is larger than your traditional planner, and as I stated, very, very thick. There's over 400 pages in here. So this particular planner is truly meant for the person that is looking to plan out every single aspect of their life, needs the organization. Because this is printed as a paperback via Amazon, and they print it for me, it does not have tabs or anything like that. I'm working on different planners to provide that, but this is my first planner for you guys, and I wanted it to be affordable, but I wanted to provide the aspect of it. I have other planners that are coming out soon that will be thinner, some 8.5 by 11, some will be more towards a B6 size. So, you know, those are things I want to look at. But anyway, so that pages include places to list your bills that are due, habits you want to adopt, appointments, events, birthdays, things to avoid, people or places to see and visit, and skills to learn. That's on this page here. I find it very, very important that you, again, put intention into your planning. So that for me is a big deal. You have 5 habit trackers that you can track for the month, as well as a place for your monthly goals and tasks that you want to accomplish. The monthly spreads are pretty large and include a lot of aspects. I also have a mood tracker. So some months are this geometric shape, some are just circles. Laid out similarly. You put your own key, but it's very important, I think, that people track their moods, because sometimes what we don't realize is a day may not seem like we've accomplished anything, and we're not taking into consideration that we just may not have a good day that day, and therefore we are unaccomplished or unsuccessful. And by tracking your moods and then looking at your journaling or looking at your what have it for that day, you actually see that there's a reason for why you were not productive that day. And then of course I have an expense tracker. For me, expense trackers are very important because I notice that this year I did not buy a lot of planner supplies, which was really good, mainly because I tracked my expenses and I realized that I was buying a lot of stuff for planners. I was eating out a lot, and I don't eat out a lot anymore. So for me, this kind of stuff was a really big deal. Then you get into the 2-page spread of dot grid. So again, you have dot grid pages for your brain dump, and then you go straight into your weeks until you get to your following month. So in the weeks, I have a 2-page spread, a weekly meal planner where you can plan breakfast, lunch, and dinner, favorite meals and recipes, and shopping lists. That is what's here. When I start making other planners that are coming out, and like I said, I've been doing my own inserts for many years, so I have different insert layouts already designed. I will be condensing this. So this was, again, like I said, really made for somebody who plans every particular aspect of their life. So you have that, and then you go into the week on 2 pages, and this is what my weeks look like. Okay, so you have your section up here for your top 3. You have a time block section here, which is in the middle, a line section here for you to list whatever it is you want, and then a bottom section here where you can go ahead and write notes, journal, or anything of the sort. You have a space here where you can write out your focus, as well as a personal to-do list. My goal in creating this layout for me was to be similar to what my bullet journal layout is right now. In my bullet journal, I have a rolling weekly, so everything is at a glance where I can see it in a vertical layout similar to this. I usually will put my top things up here, then appointments, or I'll put my appointments and then my top things that I need to do and accomplish, as well as any notes or appointments. And then the bottom section is my journaling. So I wanted, in the case that you wanted to do so, you would have a section where you could actually go in and journal, even if it is only a gratitude 1 line a day. You had that section, and it continues on from there. Like I said, there are several different pages throughout the books. Every month has its own quote. So you have quotes here. You also have a monthly reflection and refresh at the end of the month. I find it very, very important for you to take a look at what was on your calendar and decide whether or not it served you, it had a purpose, or if it was just wasted time, and whether or not you're productive. And then you just kind of go through that entire year. Once you get to, and sorry, this is in black and white because I'm a wholehearted believer in color coding certain things. 1, 2, I've been finding that as I'm in my bullet journal, while I don't do a lot of coloring, sometimes I like to decorate and color. The problem is that I wasn't liking that I had to constantly draw my layouts every month. So making something in black and white like this with no color really allowed the person, whoever it is, to taper this to their own needs. When you get to the back, I have a holiday planning section. And while some people may not think it's that big of a deal, especially with COVID right now, for me, holiday planning, the holidays, Christmas is my favorite holiday, Thanksgiving, my favorite. I love these holidays because I love to cook and I love family time. So I have a holiday planning section. You have an area here for holiday gratitude, where you can write and reflect how things went for that season. You also have a blank calendar here. So I find that having a separate calendar specifically for the holidays, you could make this for December, you could make this for November. I have one calendar layout in here, will allow you to write down when your mail by dates are for gifts, for cards, any particular parties, potlucks, any type of events for the holidays are really good to put in this section. You do have brainstorming pages. So dot grid blank brainstorming pages. That's a 2-page spread. And then you go into the planning aspect of it. I have a holiday budget and expenses sheet where you can use to track all of your expenses for your holiday shopping. That includes gifts, it includes decorations, it includes food. I have a page for gift lists. So it's where you have the name, gift ideas, and whether or not you purchase them. I have a stocking stuffer list as well because I am a mommy and I still do stocking stuffers for my kids. I have a little section, 1 page, where you can go ahead and add in cards you want to send. I don't mail a lot of Christmas cards every year, usually just a handful, so I thought that was important. And then I have this 2-page spread here. One side is holiday baking and food ideas. It includes main dishes, desserts, sides, potluck, and a shopping list. So you have blocks here to do that for any type of parties or if you're having a family meal. And then I have holiday decorating ideas, your outside, your living areas, your office work, costumes, car, miscellaneous, and then a shopping list for that as well. And then once that is done, it goes into the end of year reflection. For me, I find it very, very important that you look back on your year and you get all of those things situated, written out, because it really helps to give you proper intention to start a new year, right? You are having gratitude for what happened. You are aware of what happened and you can therefore plan accordingly. And then it goes into a bunch of blank dot grid pages, which you can use for yourself. I have a few graph pages back here as well, so notes, and there are 2 lined pages here as well. You can do for notes or what have you. As I stated before, this is or was a labor of love. The good thing is that a lot of what's in here had to do with layouts that I had already previously done in past traveler's notebooks that I created and so forth. So for me, it worked out really well. There will be a smaller condensed version of this book coming out. It will be called the Everything Planner Mini. So you're not going to have as much fluff in it as you do in this book, but this book really is meant for the person that has such a fruitful schedule, which is me. I am excited to get started on this in the new year because essentially it's everything that my bullet journal is, but it's already printed and I have to make the layouts. So that's available on Amazon as well. And I'm going to actually have this with a different cover, probably something that's a little bit more neutral or unisex as well. A few other things that I have several coloring books, again, available in my Amazon store. Coloring books that I've drawn. I have a mandala one that I drew, a floral one, and then I have a couple that are available. I have a Halloween activity book for kids. This is toddler age, up to probably about age 8 to 10. I have my Secret Forever Garden. This was my first edition of this book. This one is with artwork that was in collaboration with some people, but it has and as well as myself, beautiful pages throughout here. I also have another one called My Secret Forever Garden Edition 2. That one features all of my hand-drawn florals. I do have a password book and journal because you guys, we've been home so much because of COVID and distance learning. I've always had a password book, but I've really been having to utilize it more than usual because the kids all have their different softwares, their own passwords. So I find that this is really good. It is really simple, but it allows you to stay organized. And then last but not least, this is one of many. I did talk about how I have been loving the bullet journal system and I've been in it now for almost a year. I've always picked up bullet journaling before and I never stuck with it. I'm really bad when it comes to something good and it's like, you know, that they show that commercial when the animal or whatever is watching and they look and go, oh, squirrel. That's me when it comes to planner supplies. I tend to really get super duper excited about anything new. And this year, my intention and my vision was that I needed to really use and utilize the things that I already had. So besides the everything planner, which I believe will most likely be my planner, maybe a smaller version, for this coming year, I also wanted to do something that would be similar to a bullet journal so that it could be utilized. This again is soft cover. I actually have a Monstera planner, 12-month and week planner on my website. So you guys can go take a look at that. That's hardcover. If you guys are interested in hardcovers, 8.5 by 11. But that is available on my website as well. It's all Monstera themed. If you've been to my store, my Honey Girls World shop, you may have seen the printable version of this. This is the hardcover version. And it is months and weeks undated. So definitely check that out. I'll leave that link down below. I don't have that here with me because I just don't. Sorry, I just didn't order it because I didn't want to be having so many planners that I wouldn't be making them. But this is the Fearless dot grid journal. So you can use this as a regular journal if you want, or you can use it similar to a bullet journal. And it essentially says Fearless. There's a girl over here with kind of grayish blonde hair. And she's like, deuces, as she's showing you her back and walking away. Inside this journal, it has a cover page where it talks about who it belongs to. There's a key on the inside, and there are also index pages. So you can go ahead and count up your pages. This is unnumbered, so you would have to number it. I thought about numbering it and never got around to it. So sorry about that. And then the rest is just all dot grid. So you decide if you want to use this as a sketchbook, if you want to use this as a bullet journal, but it's dot grid all the way through. I believe there are 125 pages in here. And yeah, you use it to your heart's content. You can use it to journal. You can use it as a bullet journal. This is a 6x9 size, which is kind of standard. My traveler's notebook is a B6. And you can see that it is much bigger. There we go. It is definitely bigger than my TN. I am going to be coming out with a B6 size of that with a similar cover. And my goal is to have a lot of different covers to that. But I wanted something that was pink and purple and glitter because I'm pink and purple and glitter. But yeah, so that is what I have right now. I have a few planners in the works that are going to be available for purchase before Black Friday. That's my goal. And they are going to be soft cover. Like I said, I have the Monstera one available for hardcover, so you guys can check that out. I'll leave the link below. And that's pretty much it, you guys. I will try to do the flip throughs or quickly flip through and then put that in this video if I can. But I wanted to talk story with you guys and share that. And that's what I have been going through and what I've been up to lately. It's been a labor of love. But the good thing is that I've been doing this stuff for so long that I had a lot of the layouts and everything available to be able to do that, especially for this everything planner. My Color Your Vision Plan Your Dreams workbook / book was truly a labor of love because there's a lot of writing in there, a lot of verbiage in there about setting your goals, having intention, planning your dreams and your vision, and sticking to it. So for me, that was a lot of writing. And you know, the planners and stuff like that is essentially a collective of everything that I've done over the years that I've been putting together, things that work for me, planners that work for other people, layouts that I've designed and people have said that they really enjoyed or that they wanted. I am putting those together in books, and I'm just super excited, you guys. I wholeheartedly believe in that, especially staying from home. I have my blog, I have YouTube, I have my podcast, I have all of these things. They're all different ways of residual income, right? I need to make sure that I constantly have money coming in. And why not do things that I love and make money from it? I say this wholeheartedly. And if you guys have watched my last or have listened to my last podcast, I talk about sleeping on a coin, right? Sleeping on your paper, sleeping on your coin. And I will tell you that if you are busy sleeping, wake up. Like, we need to get self-sufficient. And not only that, we need to just do what we love and love what we do, make money off of it, right? That's my thought process on that. I hope you guys enjoyed my company here on this Thirsty Thursday. And whether it's coffee or water or juice or an alcoholic beverage of choice, if you're age 21 or over, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks so much, you guys, for joining me. Thanks so much for your support over the years. I am incredibly humbled and extremely thankful. I'll see you guys in my next one, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye, guys. Oh, so I almost forgot. If you're not already, check the description box, because I'll have links to my storefront where you can get free printables for planners or what have you, as well as links to pick up any of these books or others that I discussed. And yeah, social media and everything will be linked down below as well. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe bell or that subscribe bar or subscribe button for me and hit that notification bell on the way out if you want to be notified of any new videos or anything of the sort. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, most blessed day, staying safe during this quarantine season or distance learning. If you're a mom and you're distance learning, or you're a dad and distance learning, I got you, boo. Trust me, I know it's not a walk in the park. So that's why I have to do everything I can to keep myself sane. And this kind of stuff is really good. Like, what is that? Common Core. I'm tired of Common Core math. But anyway, thanks you guys for joining me. I hope you guys have a wonderful, most blessed day. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.